Do you ever wake up feeling tired or have to constantly move or else you fall asleep? Well, if so, you may be suffering from insomnia, believe it or not. Here to tell us how brain mapping can help detect insomnia is Dr. Mikell Parsons with the Natural Path Health Center. Good morning to you, Dr. P.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. Okay, what exactly is a brain map? Let's start with that.
A brain map is a test that we can do in the office to determine what types of brainwave frequencies is your brain producing. There are 4 different kinds, and depending upon which is the dominant frequency, that's going to dictate how your brain functions, which then tells your body how well it's going to work. So this test tells us why you might be having some of the health problems that many people are suffering with. Fatigue during the day is one of them.
And that probably leads to many, many more health problems as well, fatigue. What are we looking at right here?
Right now we're looking at us setting a patient up to get their map done. So we're putting this little cap on their head, there are sensors in the cap, and that will then monitor what brainwave frequency she's producing at each of those little white dots. And then from there we can correlate with their symptoms. So for example, if someone says, you know, I am up and about during the day, but as soon as I sit in that chair, I am dozing off, and it doesn't matter the time of day. Or I just can't seem to sit through a movie. I fall asleep. I'm always falling asleep as soon as, and I know if I sit down, I'm done. I hear that a lot. If once I sit down, I am done. So I have to keep going to keep myself busy. That is common for people who are making a lot of delta brainwaves. Now, delta brainwaves are brainwaves that we want to make when we're sleeping. So if you're making those delta brainwaves during the day, your brain is saying you need to sleep. But what often happens is they're making these delta brainwaves all day long. Then when they get ready to go to bed, they either have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, and now they're awake at night. So it's this vicious circle that these people are suffering with, and I understand this because I was one of those people that had this problem. And it wasn't until I did the brain map and realized that my brainwave frequencies needed a tune-up, essentially, that I was able to get a hold of my life and my health, and I'm sleeping now, and I'm awake during the day, and I don't fall asleep, and I've got lots of energy, and that really pulled me out of a serious health situation that I was getting in. I was thinking about retiring and closing my practice. That's how bad my brain fatigue was.
And now you do so many things. I can't even imagine. I always tell Dr. P, where do you get the time? And I ask, where do you get the energy? And well, there you have it. Now, once you get the results of the brain map, what then? What's the next step?
Once we get the results, then we are able to retrain using a form of biofeedback to get the brain back into its regular brainwave frequency production. So during the day we want more alpha. With alpha brainwaves we're alert, we're perky, we're able to learn and retain, our memory is back, we feel good. So we're able to do the retraining by a very simple procedure. You're just sitting in a comfy chair and you're either watching a movie or you're listening to music, and as the movie and music plays and the brain's working at the right frequency, everything's great. When the brain either slows down and works more towards those delta waves or those higher beta waves, the movie stops. Well, the brain likes pleasure, it likes continuum, so then we are flashing these lights called photostimulation, which they're so subtle you can't even see them. That's the coach, coaching the brain. This is the speed that we want you to work. When the brain latches onto that, everything starts playing again. So that's a positive feedback loop. And you, as the person having the treatment, really just gets to kick back and enjoy.
So you're basically retraining the brain. You're not feeding us medication or anything like that, because a lot of people think, well, if I'm always fatigued or can't focus, I need to take some sort of medication or change my diet or something like that.
Right. With the actual brain retraining, it's just you and the equipment and your brain. There are nutritional things that we do to help, because if the brain can't learn because you're not eating well, retraining is just a small piece. We need to correct and get you better balanced. If you're dehydrated, also a big deal.
Oh, okay. And you'll be able to find that out too, because you have a test
in like 30 seconds.
Yes. and really quickly, how many sessions does it take to get you back on track?
Depending upon what's going on and how extent the condition is, it could be as little as 10 sessions. It could be 40 or more. If you've had a head injury, I've had 3. don't say anything. I've had 3, but I've recovered.
Oh my goodness.
I fixed my brain.
Okay, I won't
but
go there.
depending upon the extent, it's anywhere from 10 to 40 or more if there's been a serious injury.
Got it. Well, wow, this is really amazing. Call Dr. P for more information. It's Dr. Parsons, and she's at 447-1404, and schedule your brain map with her. Find out, I mean, that can reveal a lot of things.
Yeah, and you can check out our website.
Yes.
There's a video that I've shot on that for the brain, and you'll be able to get more information.
naturopathfresno@yahoo.com.
Yes.
Naturopathfresno@yahoo.
Naturopathfresno.com.
There you go. That's the email. Okay, gotcha. Naturopathfresno.com. Easy. Ooh, all right.
We'll do your map
Yes,
soon.
I think I need a map. Okay, thanks so much for being here, Dr. P. We'll see you again next week. That's going to do it for us, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Tomorrow is Thursday. We look forward to that. And coming up tomorrow, a chance for top athletes all across the valley to showcase their talent. We'll see you then. But for now, stay tuned for the news at noon. Bye-bye.